So I'm here with Bruce Whittaker, a mineral collector from Victoria. Bruce, tell us a little bit about your business and how you got into it.
Well, it's started off as a hobby, a passionate hobby, and like any people that collect, it's a dream come true where and you can keep collecting and build up your collection, and then get to the stage where it's part of your life and part of your business now. So just love what I do, and it's a great hobby. If anyone wants to get involved in it and everything. So
Great. And how old were you when you first started?
always liked gems and minerals from a kid, but I probably in the last 20 years it's been probably a bit more accepted than anything else. So yeah.
Awesome. I mean, in terms of the business name, mineral collector is what you go by, and Bruce Whittaker, of course.
That's right. And
Fantastic. Is it something people can reach out to through any sort of social media, or only a phone number?
at this stage, just phone number, but in the future, hopefully, I'll build the business up, and I'll mostly do gem shows at different around the country and everything, exhibitions, but I do sell kind of online a little bit, but it's mainly if people want certain type of rocks, I'll do it, and I'll send it to them, mates.
Great. And what kind of variety of stones and materials do you cover?
Well, it's mostly all minerals and gems, but mostly Australian because it's self-collected. I have a few from overseas where I've bought collections or swapped, but mostly self-sourced and self-collected, so it's rare.
Is there any particular piece that you're really excited to showcase today?
I suppose I could show, there was a nice amethyst cluster I found in the Wave Hill recently that I was trying to move another large rock to get to this amethyst. I could see the point sticking out, and as I moved this large rock, it turned it over, and it was a huge piece about 1 metre long, and it was all full of crystals and everything like that.
So exciting.
So I was very unwell and overwhelming when I turned it over, that's for sure.
And you have that on display?
I've got a smaller one there, but the big one I've still got to clean yet, so it involves a fair bit of work cleaning it and everything. So this is the crystal plate I was talking about when I had to move a larger one to get to this one, and the larger one ended up being 4 times the size of this one. So it's as you can see with a hand, it's a fairly large crystal plate. And just unexpected when I turned it over, thinking that it was just a rock. I had to get out of the way, and then all of a sudden, and even though they're dirty, but I could see it was amethyst, so I was pretty excited. So
great. And I mean, across your career, what's been sort of one of the most memorable experiences so far?
I suppose when you're out in the business and you're out in the field collecting all the time, that's the best part of it. Again, a lot of people say, what's your most, memorable thing or your most expensive thing? But to me, it's just you're adding to your collection, and, it's an all improvement thing. And it's just part of collecting. And it's great.
Okay. Is there any sort of really unusual materials you've worked with over the years?
Just all depends on, it could be anything from gold to agates. So I started off collecting agates, because agates are so unique and every agate's different.
Yes.
And, you might cut 10 agates and there might only be 1 or 2 good ones, and all the rest of it is sort of mediocre, or you'll put in a tumbler to polish up and that.
And these agates and other stones, do you source them all from Australia?
Mostly Australian, yeah. So
do you go out fossicking, or you have suppliers?
That's it. The best part about collecting is actually digging in yourself and finding it, and then cleaning it, cutting, polishing, and everything like that to get the end result.
Really, you're treasure hunting out in the...
Well, it is. Yeah, it virtually is. Yeah, so
that's really...
And that's the fun part about it. And, look, some people think to try and do it as a business, but the fun thing is the collecting it. That's the hobby. So,
yeah, it's your passion, and learning about the different materials and
definitely
working with it.
Definitely.
Well, that's fantastic. I mean, in terms of where you see your business evolving in the next 5-10 years, the industry or your business?
Well, hopefully, all depends on the use coming through. Hopefully, they'll still collect and and it'll become a passion if we can sort of pass that on to younger kids, and and hopefully they can get out in the field as well and start collecting too. Sometimes with the help of these. The opal collectors and the crystal collectors, it's sort of a lot of the kids get involved after watching those shows, and it's probably good for us.
Tell us a little bit about the most challenging part of running a business like this.
I think as when you're cutting and polishing things, the end result is what you're after, and you hope it's going to be a fantastic job. And a lot of times, people might ask you if you cut and polish something for them, or if you do cut and polish and you're not happy with the result, so you've got to keep going further and further until you get a good result. So, and it's time consuming and costs money with electricity and everything.
Absolutely. And what about in terms of customer feedback? What's been some of the most rewarding feedback you've received this year?
I think when we do shows, and we do shows, on a yearly basis, so every year people come straight to your store and they say, oh, we love your store, and it's all Australian or mostly Australian stuff, and the fact you collect it yourself, and and it's a good feeling, Yeah, it's not bought from overseas, and it's mostly
not just trying to resell someone else's thing. They're genuinely going out there exploring and finding treasure and repurposing it and redesigning it. And all right, that's amazing. Great to see. And we thank you so much, Bruce, for taking the time to share a little bit of feedback and about your business. And I encourage everyone to reach out to Bruce and learn more about these different materials. I know Bruce is about 90% of the stock words that I've never heard of before. So you're definitely going to have a great time learning and exploring all the different materials that you can find on Earth. And I guess in terms of a final question, your message to the world?
I think just try and enjoy life. Try and seek out your passion, and hopefully your dream will come true. And you always never give up. Just try and keep positive, and you seek that dream.
Well, there you have it, guys. That's Bruce Whittaker, mineral collector. If you'd like to see any of his items available, or if you'd like to contact him direct, you'll have his phone number available for you there. Thank you so much, Bruce.
Thanks, Kate. No worries.